You're probably watching this video because you're looking to become an aspiring entrepreneur, and whether that's because you're looking to create the next Apple or Amazon, or you're looking to create a business to fund your lifestyle, unless that business has the proper structure and systems in place, what you have is not a business, but rather it is simply a hobby. So in this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys all the tips, the tricks, the jewels, the gems, the sauce and the butter that you need to properly structure and set up your business legitimately. The first step to properly setting up your business is business formation. Now, this step is very, very important because everybody and their grandmothers, aunties, sisters, aunts, cousins, baby nephews, godmothers, nieces, daughters, families, dogs, sisters, aunties, uncle, wants an LLC, right? Everybody is cuckoo for LLCs. Now, for most new business owners, getting an LLC may make sense. However, this is where you as a consumer need to DYDD, right? Do your due diligence. How? Well, you do this by doing research into figuring out which corporation structure works best for you. Maybe you need to get an incorporation. Maybe you need to get an LLC. Maybe you need to become a sole proprietor. Maybe you need an S Corp. You won't know until you do your research and figure out what works best for you and your situation. After you've gotten your articles of organization, the next step is for you to get your operating agreement and your EIN. And this is where I tell people to stay away from LegalZoom. Why? Well, the reason why is because you will die. Well, no, not really. The reason is because LegalZoom, when it comes to this part of the process, even when it comes to the articles of organization, is notorious for charging you extra exorbitant fees that you normally don't need to pay in order to get an EIN or to get an operating agreement. To get your EIN or operating agreement is absolutely free. However, websites like LegalZoom will charge you unnecessarily for these things. So, LegalZoom, if you're watching this, I want you to know that you're a crook, a bamboozler, a fake, a phony, a hoodwinker, if you will. And if I see you in the street, I'm gonna take you to WrestleMania for a table, ladders, and chair match. And I'm a 5-star frog splash off a ladder and put you through a table to win the World Heavyweight Championship of YouTube. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. I got a little caught up. I got a little nostalgic. That was me trying to relive a childhood dream. That's my bad. But LegalZoom, you're a crook. I just want you to know that. But back to the topic at hand. If you want to get an EIN for your business, you can get one for free. I'm trying to educate the people. No, give me a second. I'm trying to educate the people. I don't know if y'all heard that, but it was somebody outside that honked the horn. It was somebody outside that honked the horn. They don't want y'all to learn, but I want y'all to learn. Now we gonna learn. As I was saying before, if you want to get an EIN done, you can get one done for free by going through irs.gov, and it literally takes you no more than like 5 minutes, all right? Please keep in mind, however, you never want to get an EIN for a corporation that hasn't already been formed. So make sure you first get your articles of organization before you get your EIN. I'm gonna repeat that one more time. Make sure you first get your articles of organization for your corporation before you get an EIN, all right? So you want to get your articles of organization first, your EIN second, and then your operating agreement third. Speaking of operating agreement, this is the last part of forming your LLC, right? Which, simply put, if I'm being honest with y'all, the operating agreement is probably the least most important thing as it pertains to forming your corporation, because once you get it, you're never really going to get asked for it. Banks aren't really going to look for it. Lenders and other agencies that you may deal with are never really going to ask you for it. However, it is a part of the process. So if I were you, I would get it just so that you have it somewhere in case it does come up. How you can go about getting an operating agreement is using your and my best friend, which is Google, and typing in operating agreement template, finding one for free off the internet, and just taking out whatever it is that you can replace with whatever it is your business is. Save it as a PDF, put it in your Google Drive. Congratulations, you got an operating agreement. It's very simple. Now, if you're wondering which template you should use for an operating agreement, you can literally choose any single one that you find off Google, because there are hundreds, thousands, and millions and millions and millions of beautiful girls all over the world. I would be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They have nothing on you. And for all the ladies that are watching, let me remind you that yes, ladies, I am still single. Now listen, all this talk about LLCs, all this LL talk, LLC, LL Cool Jake, the only LL I'm focused on is love, because I am in love with you. And surely you can hear how hard my heart beats every time you come to watch these videos. And quite frankly, I just don't... That's my bad. I got carried away. I do this every episode. Y'all already know the drill. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Let's get back to it. Let's focus. We'll talk after that. We'll talk after the video. Let's get back to it. Let's focus. But yes, once again, you can get any template that you find off of Google for operating agreement. You know, copy and paste whatever words that relate to your business in it, and then congratulations, you got your operating agreement. So now I already know what you're thinking. Like,
Marv, this has got to be it. I got my operating agreement. I got my EIN, right? I got my articles of organization. I guess right now I can just sit back and relax.
And you can't, because we're just getting started. We haven't. There's at least 10 more minutes of video. We are just getting started. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, because I got more educating to do. This is exactly why you watch the video, because I need to educate you. I need to educate you. Remember, we want our business to look as legitimate as possible. So yes, you have done a lot of the meat and potato work that goes into setting up a corporation, but still, why are you drooling? Why did you start drooling when I said meat and potatoes? What is wrong with you? Why are you hungry? Yeah, but you know I'm long-winded. You know these videos are usually at least 10 minutes tops. So it's like, why would you know what I'm saying? You could have ate something before. You could have ordered something before I did. You know what? We'll talk about this after the video's done. We'll talk about this after this video's done. The next step of getting your business set up and structured properly is you're going to need a business checkings account. The reason why is because you want to start forming relationships with banks that you are going to be looking to get funding from down the line for your business. So now your next question may be, okay, Marv, which bank should I look to form business checkings account with? And what I would recommend is that you look to form business checkings account with banks that you already have personal checkings account with, i.e. banks that you already have standing relationships with. However, if you're looking to form relationships with banks that you didn't already have relationships with, I would personally recommend for you to look more into credit unions. The reason being is because most people don't know this, but as it pertains to funding, credit unions have much more lenient underwriting when it comes to the things that they're looking for to approve you for lines of credit, term loans, business credit, and so much more. So personally, if you're looking for other banks outside of the ones that you already have relationships with, start looking into credit unions that are in your neighborhood area. Now, after you've gotten your business checkings account, the next thing that you're going to need is a business address. Now, if you're a new business owner, there's a 95% chance that you're going to be running your business virtually and from home, meaning that you will not have a brick and mortar address that you will be able to use for your business. And given that this is the case for most new business owners, a lot of times you may make the mistake of using your home address as your business address, which is the exact opposite of what we want to do. However, we want to make our business look as legitimate as possible, and we do this not by using our own home address for the address of our business, but rather looking into getting a virtual office for our business. A virtual office is when you virtually rent out an office space at a physical pre-existing location so that you can use the address of that location as the official address for your business to make your business look more legitimate. Once again, we do this because when we have an actual address that we can connect to our business that isn't our home address, this helps to make our business more legitimate, and it allows us to bypass the whole thing of looking into getting a brick and mortar location to doing so, right? That will cost us anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 in rent, when instead we can just get a virtual office for anywhere from $30 to $40, $40 to $50 every single month. And as an added cherry on top, depending on the virtual office provider, this address can also be a place where you can receive mail on behalf of your business. Now, I already know what some of you are thinking, like,
Marv, $40 a month, Marv, Marv, $40 a month is a lot. I really don't know if I'm ready to take that step to 40 just for an office space, Marv. Marv, is there another way that we could possibly?
Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to be an entrepreneur or not? No, I'm asking you, because this is something you came to this video because you said you wanted to do this, right? So you don't got $40 to put towards building your business to create generational wealth for your family, right? But you got $9.99 for Apple. No, hold on. But you got $13 a month for Netflix. But you all got $40 for a virtual office to make your business look more legitimate, to create generational wealth for your family. Why are you running? No, come back here. Why are you running? Why are you running? This is a serious conversation. Sorry, I had to see me like that. I get very passionate about generational wealth. I'm not sure if you. I think I lost my voice just now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even lying. After you get your virtual office, the next step will be to get a website for your business. When it comes to this process, you do not need a fancy schmancy website with all the bells and whistles and nooks and crannies that a lot of these big companies have. You need a simple landing page so that when banks, lenders, and other corporations, businesses, whoever it is, look up your business, they're able to see that this landing page is connected to your business, thus making it look more legitimate. And also, as a pro tip, remember, if you are in a high-risk industry like trucking or like credit repair like I am, you never want your business, unless it's absolutely necessary, to have a landing page that directly shows or connects to what it is you actually do, right? So you always want to make sure that your landing page is connected to your business but doesn't necessarily show that you're in a high-risk industry. So if you're in a high-risk industry like credit repair or trucking or something like that, make your landing page be connected to your business but have it set up as something like business consulting, right? So that it doesn't appear as a red flag when it comes time for you to get funding from banks and lenders. Next, you're going to need a business email. Let me tell you something right now. No, this is very important. I want you to look at me. Look me right in my eyes. Don't you dare put your business together, right? Don't you dare put your business together and be out here mailing and emailing people from sexykittycat94@yahoo.com. You better not. How you do this is kind of tied into when you put your website together. So 9.9 times out of 10, once you purchase a domain for the landing page for your business, you're also most likely going to get a business email attached to it, depending on what host you use to get it, right? Like I use Google to get my domain. When I got Google to get my domain, I was automatically able to get a business email address, right? And a business email address is typically an email address that starts off by saying something like info at, or contact at, or support at, anything at, and then afterwards should be the domain name of your business.com is what it should be. And lastly, you are going to need a business phone number. Now, when it comes to your business phone number, you do not want a 718 area code, a 305, a 678. You want to try and get an 800 or 878 or 888 area code for the same exact reason that I've been telling y'all to do everything else in this video. Why? Well, the reason why is because it makes your business look more legitimate. The best website for you to get numbers like these are actually from a website called ringcentral.com. At ringcentral.com, you'll be able to get 800 numbers galore. And remember, since you're not going to be using this number, it's just going to be for show for your business. You're not going to be spending all that much on it anyway. So once again, ringcentral.com to get the number that you need for your business. Once you finish putting all these things together, congratulations, your business is now ready to rock and roll.